important story we want to bring you now.
Well, and this is, I think all of us have watched this touch more and more families in our social group and in our community. According to the Autism Society of America, 1 in 88 children is somewhere on the autism spectrum, and the earlier you get a diagnosis, the better chances of having a more positive outcome.
It makes all the difference. Centria Healthcare is a market leader for autism services and applied behavioral analysis. And joining us now is the CEO of Centria, Scott Berry. Thanks so much for being with us.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. This is a really important message to get out there.
Well, it certainly is, and I think for families that may not know if their child has autism or if their child does have autism, the services that are out there, a lot of families aren't aware they have access to.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the most important things is doing early screening, and there's a set step to find out if your child might be at risk for autism, and then to potentially get a diagnosis, or maybe there's something else that's going on, and then to finally access services. But the first step is really an early screening, and that can be done at the pediatrician, a pediatrician's office, but it's also something that families can do for themselves through a protocol called the MCHAT, which is the Modified Check for Autism in Toddlers.
Okay, and how would we do that? First of all, what would be the trigger that would make us think that this is something that maybe we should do?
Sure. The American Academy of Pediatrics actually recommends that all children get screened at 18-month and 24-month wellness checkups. So they really recommend it for everybody. But if you see that maybe your child isn't interacting, or you maybe think that they aren't developing along a normal timeline,
withdrawing,
yeah, it could be something to look into. And we actually have a copy of the MCHAT that we make available to families as part of our guide to accessing autism services in the state of Michigan, and it's a 20-page or 20-question questionnaire that kind of looks like this.
Okay.
This is also available online. If you Google MCHAT, it will come up on a lot of different websites, including autismspeaks.com, and there are some different websites that feature it, as well as our own, which is checkforautism.com. And then parents can take this, or they can take it into their pediatrician's office, and they can do it together, see if their child might be at risk.
Very scary thought for any parent to embark on, even thinking that their child may have autism. Talk about the importance, though, of being so proactive early and how that really can change the development for that child.
Yeah, well, applied behavior analysis, or ABA therapy, has really been shown to produce significant gains for children with autism. And I mean, we've had some amazing success stories. Kids that were 3 or 4 years old and hadn't said words at that point that have started to talk and interact with their brothers and sisters and parents. Kids that just start to be able to focus and work on different things, different developmental type things, and learning how to play with other kids and socialize and do things that are going to help them in school and build relationships down the road. So getting into services early is very important, as you said. And the nice thing about being here in Michigan is that the legislature passed insurance reform, so applied behavior analysis is actually covered by all major medical insurance, and it's also covered under Michigan Medicaid.
So understand that this is a benefit that you can access now, and the quicker you access it, if you have concerns about your child, the better.
That's exactly right.
All right.
I couldn't really say it any better than
Thanks.
that.
Thanks
him.
so
He
much.
just sums things up really well.
You're getting a rap in your ear. Thanks so much, and thanks for what you're doing, because this makes just a huge impact on the lives of families.
It certainly does.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Scott.
Well, thank you guys for
Appreciate
the opportunity to come out.
You're out.